We back with another one, folks. We got Xzibit on the screen. X. Still for that. But no, bro, we back with another one, bro. J Marvelous. Talking about rapper Xzibit told what goes on behind the scenes, and they took it straight from him, folks. So you don't want to act right? Come in the red room, gang.
There's a lot of mindless music out now, but now I think there's a direct concentration of what's focused on and what's available and accessible.
Xzibit got his star by linking up with rapper King T. King T would have the industry connections to create his own group called the Alcoholics.
That I was off the street. King T created the group.
Yeah. Okay.
That's when I got introduced to them. They was the first artist that I knew that had real record deals.
Right.
Xzibit would perform on a song along with the Alcoholics called Hit and Run. This would land him a record deal with Loud Rec and put him in the mainstream. By 1998, Xzibit dropped his debut album called 40 Days and 40 Nights. On this album, it would feature his first hit single, What You See Is What You Get. By the early 2000s, Xzibit was considered one of the leading West Coast rappers, along with Dr. Dre, Ice Cube, and Snoop. By 2004, Xzibit would become a household name. MTV would reach out to Xzibit and make him the host for the show Pimp My Ride. It's so ironic that he would do this show called Pimp My Ride, because they would pimp out Xzibit and only pay him $5,000 an episode.
Was Pimp My Ride your most lucrative venture at it?
No.
It wasn't?
Mm-mm. And this is the thing. What people don't understand. Your perception of success and what success actually is are two different things. When we got on MTV, it was like $5,000 an episode. I thought they were gonna play my music videos, but obviously they didn't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But let me tell you how scandalous it got. Fine print says 15% for that with anything that includes your name and likeness. First season, you look at the box, my face is on it. Every season after that, it's just a car. And then, you know, remember if in the episodes, that'd be like, after, yo, I miss X to the Z Xzibit, and then they would play one of my songs.
Yeah.
When they went to syndication around the planet, they edited my music out, so they didn't have to.
So they have to
pay
me.
Yeah. You see this huge number that just goes all the way across the thing, then it gets down, then your piece is like
that little bitty.
$150.
Yeah.
After being frustrated with the industry, Xzibit would expose their dirty little secret. He would go on the radio and expose one of the gatekeepers of hip-hop at the time and talk about what goes down in the industry. Now he broke the oath.
Pimp My Ride was going crazy. He ain't make nothing off that, fool.
You know what I'm saying? So that's where I was at the time.
Did he?
We went to...
Yo, hold on 1 second. I want to take a minute to show y'all my merchandise. If you see anything you like, go ahead and get you some. You'll be out there looking fly, looking fresh. I'm going to leave a link in the description. Back to the video.
Florida, we got invited to a Puffy party, the New Year's Eve party. Went to the party, you know.
All dudes?
Yeah.
Bro, where was this man at when he... Bro, where was he at when he took this picture, bro?
Nah, it was actually a good party. You know what I'm saying? It was on South Beach, right? So then we go to the house, and then, you know, he invited us to the house because we wanted to go to the club after, right? I was like, okay, cool. So Superhead is with me, you know what I'm saying? Karen is
I
with
remember
me. You know
this
what I'm saying?
story.
Yeah.
I remember
so
this.
She takes me, you know,
I remember this.
Puffy calls me outside. He's like, hey, man, you know, that girl you know about the girl you. I was like, yeah, man, everybody know, but you know what I'm saying? What's happening? You know, he's like, you know, that's the devil, man. You know what I'm saying? I was like, what you mean that's the devil?
The devil got a pretty mouth.
Yeah, and I was like, what you mean that's the devil? You know, and then he was like, yeah, man, she videotaped your fingers in the boot.
That's a new
movie. You know
movie.
what I'm saying? I was
The
like,
devil
what?
sucks
Like,
penis.
yeah, what the you talking about?
Rewind. I heard a finger in the... So Puffy tells you that
she would videotape
I remember
your
this.
fingers in the boot. And I was like, what the that mean?
Yeah,
You
what
know
does
I'm
that
saying?
mean?
So then I go back in the house and I ask her, what the are you talking about?
But
He
you don't
said
wanna
you a
ask him?
filmer. No, I did ask him. He's just like, whatever. He went off and did his thing. But no, I'm gonna clear this because I'm not gonna have my name. I ain't gonna have my name out there crazy like that.
Go ahead.
So then she say, I told him what he told me, and she was like, oh, she started laughing like a I tell you later. So then I was like, okay, well, I'm not gonna make a big deal of it, whatever.
It's only
So
fair.
then he's, then I guess he's had some prior incident with her that he don't want nobody to know about. You know what I'm saying? So we get into the truck. He said, let's go to this club. So everybody follow the car. The car is silent. You know what I'm saying? We get to this club, and then we walk in the back way. It's a VIP lounge. Ain't nobody in there. And then, the club is going. It's all jumping. And then I'm sitting there with old girl. So then, he's doing his business. We go down and get a drink. We sitting there bobbing to the music, and then she point over the corner. It's two dudes kissing. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, the is this? You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay. Then it's girls in the club too, and then she point another direction. It's another dude over there like butt naked dancing. You know what I'm saying?
Farnsworth
We take
Billy
off,
is
man.
crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
Bro.
We leave the club directly. I didn't say peace to nobody. I didn't see nobody. Yeah, it was suspect.
A
lot of suspect.
exchanges.
The club was chalk it up. You could chalk it up to being in Miami or whatever.
I never
but
Blame it on the
I've been in a gang. I've been in a gang of clubs, man.
The club was called
and I ain't never
What's it called?
mistakenly stepped into a club having that kind of activity. You know what I'm saying? So
Me neither.
there it is.
So
So we
you were-
took a cab home back to where I was.
After revealing these secrets of the industry, they would cancel Xzibit's show Pimp My Ride. He would go from earning $500,000 a year to only
Get him
making
outta here.
$60,000 a year.
You're
Xzibit
doing
was
too much, bro.
officially broke. In November of 2014, Xzibit would be arrested for DUI a day before his wedding. He would
So
go
what?
on record talking about how the
So
whole
what?
industry turned their backs on after breaking the oath.
I sat on a couch for about
It's over
5
with.
years. Oh, wow. I sat on a couch just drinking top of the morning to the end of the day or till I passed out, waking back up, doing it all over again, feeling sorry for myself, being mad at people. These people are going on with their life. They don't even know where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? But I'm sitting on this couch like, you know what I'm saying? It did me no good. Yeah. Nothing happened. So, I got my peers making fun of me. I got, the publications rejoicing in, my downfall. They think it's done. They think it's over. And a lot of my friends had taken off, telling me.
We be
what they
wondering
think,
what happened to
what
certain
I
people,
shoulda
bro.
did and
This
all
what be
other
going
stuff.
on, bro.
They took off. So I was sat there by myself for like 5 years. I sat there. And one day I put down and I said, I have to change this. Nobody can do this but me. Me being mad at them is not affecting their bottom line, right? So I just put one foot in front of the other. I just started by going and just doing something that I love, which was music. I went to the studio, started making some music, started getting my pace back, found some clarity. They actually did me a favor. When everybody cleared the house, that's what I needed. I needed to get my space back to make myself whole again, right? And then I started making, better decisions because I'm not thinking for a group anymore. I'm thinking for myself. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Yeah. And so that's how I got into, I gotta stop relying on music and entertainment to pay my bills. I want to do music because I love to do music, not because I. So let me find.
That's
another
what
way to
matters,
create
brother.
Different revenue streams.
That's what
Xzibit
matters,
would then
brother.
go on
Right
to
there.
talk about how the music industry scams artists.
When you go from people physically putting on clothes and jumping in their cars and going to a record store and picking up an album, having that physical experience with it has been changed. So now, the scrolling, the able to pick through a record and, really not have to leave whatever you're doing, you can kind of get any record in the world. And then it's all boiled down to this, these couple streaming services squeezing out the mom and pop, squeezing out that experience. So now, you're boiled down to what's happening on your phone and a live experience. And, it's sad to the attention span of the
I don't
audience.
know if
is
you
a
caught
lot
on.
shorter.
Since his most recent interview with Art of Dialogue, they would bring up the industry parties. Mysteriously, a man would come and claim that Xzibit was making death threats towards him. Let me know what y'all think. Did Xzibit break the oath and pay the price, or did he just have his 15?
What y'all think, man? Leave y'all thoughts in the comments. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. But yeah, bro, it's crazy, man. I ain't gonna lie, I forgot all about bro. I know who he is, but I literally wasn't thinking like, where is he? I literally forgot about him. And this video right here is like, damn, that shit crazy, man. He was talking too much, especially with Diddy. But look what Diddy had now. But he good though. But I'm going, man.